Alright, so that sounds good. That looks good. That says live. This is coming back up. Just waiting for the preview to pop up. Excellent. Preview's up. I think we're good to go. Click through all this stuff real quick. Excellent. There we go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. So today is the first day of the new monthly event. It is the Black Widow, or White Widow, and Red Guardian event. I have not taken a look at it. And we're going to be going through and doing a full initial completion of the Uncollected variety today. And just kind of see what it's all about. So I'm going to be trying to blitz through this pretty quick. So I will not be using overall ideal teams or underrated characters or any of that for this go around. Just kind of get through it and see how quick we can go. I am currently grinding Arena 4 Storm, so I will be needing to get back to that shortly, but until then, we can have a bit of fun and see what's in store for everybody for the month here. So I'm going to be going in with some of my shiny new toys. I haven't released the video just yet, but I did a couple of rank ups yesterday for the level up event. And I'm kind of interested to see how they handle in the monthly event here. So overall, it's a pretty well-rounded team, I think. Should be able to handle just about everything. You'll have to forgive me since it's the first time going through it. Kind of like to see whatever the story is going to be too. So bear with me whenever there's some dialogue. So basically, hey, we need a reason to have a monthly quest, and let's go do the monthly quest. Too long, didn't read. What's up, Soldier? How you doing? Doesn't look like there's anything really interesting revive-wise on the paths. I always look to see if there's a free revive just to grab that just for kicks. I mean, 30 units saved here and there goes a long way, and plus, who knows how many revives I'm going to need to wind up using this time around. I'm going to start off with my Captain Marvel, just build her up a little bit, and then probably go in with Elsa the rest of the way. I'm not anticipating anything too extraordinarily difficult here the first couple maps, but you know, just in case. Alright, that should about do it. I am running double edge for suicides because, like I said, I am doing an arena grind, so that's why some of my damage might be a bit more boosted than what it would be otherwise, but bear that in mind. But overall, I don't think it'll be too terribly difficult. It should be interesting to see how White Widow and Red Guardian wind up handling with all the extra nodes that they're going to wind up having for the monthly event. Kind of gauge how they're going to wind up playing in game for reals once they're released in the next couple of weeks. Wouldn't be surprised if there's another character pre-release bundle at some point, but we'll see if that happens for White Widow or for Guardian a couple weeks out. Hey AC, how you doing, man? Story time. Too long didn't read. Bad things are happening to good people, and we gotta take care of that. I do not have a key card just yet, but I got the rest of the day. Pretty sure just looking at it for code word destroyer, it's probably just finding a Drax somewhere. So actually, I should probably keep my my eyes peeled for that on one of these paths. Just pick up one of those and just keep that simple. Excuse me. But again, pretty eager and to see what Guardian White Widow are like. Guardian especially, and hopefully the nodes that he's given don't overshadow his actual base kit. So blah blah blah. Get me to the end of the story. Hood says no, I don't want to go to the end of the story. White Widow says, I'm gonna beat you up. Too long didn't read. Hey, how you doing, bud? How are ya? So I figure, again, it should be pretty straightforward, pretty fun, and then get some rewards and get back to the grind. You come on my map and you threaten me? Yeah, I'm the protagonist of this month's quest, and I need to fight people. Well, I guess I'm at the end of the map, so I guess that means you have to fight me, right? It's the Cliff Notes version of the story. I'm guessing. Oh, that should actually be a really good Elsa thing. So every time I do the same thing twice, then get a falter. So if I'm smart about it, then she should be able to shrug that off. Without too much difficulty. Did I change my mic? No. Shouldn't be. Should be the same thing. Is it too loud or is it sound clearer than usual? Cool, AC. I'll check that out after. It is possible. My mic setup is all over the place. It's kind of annoying. I've got a Bluetooth headset, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it's pretty finicky. Hey, I just beat you up, so advance the plot a little bit. Okay, I guess you beat me up, so you have to get to the end of this map to find out more about what happens in the map after that. Oh, okay, that sounds good. No Draxes on that map. Let's just go this way. Oh, good. I'll take that. No, it's the same mic setup, so I don't know. I'm glad it works better, but I don't know why. Everything looks like it's the same on the dashboard here. All right, so just need you to punch me a couple times. See if I can't break your shield. Nope. Tell that shield to go away. That's probably close enough. I think 2 more, and that'll push me over into binary and easy game, easy life. There we go. I mean, that's not bad, but I still think them charging 75 units to get a 2-star champ is, I don't know, a bit annoying. But again, it's an exclusive 2-star champ, so there is that, and that's pretty cool too for the collectathon. Blah blah blah. There are 2 champions this month. I'm one of them. We're gonna introduce the second one. Should make another video of too long didn't read the story thus far. Actually, I can't parry you now, so now you're just wasting my time. So I'll just do one of these. Should about do it. Question is, how does the Guillotine pre-fight ability work? So each time you go into one of the either an event quest or a story quest, you can't do it for arenas, or I guess war or AQ too. You have the option of triggering up to 2 of her abilities. So one ability is, I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head, is that like every 10 hits she can actually crit, because normally she can't. And then she's got 2 other abilities. One's I think like a power reduction, and I forget what the third one is. So just depending on who you wind up going against, each of the pre-fight abilities would wind up giving you a different perk or a different edge. However, she also winds up getting an armor up, an indefinite armor up buff for each of her pre-fight abilities that you don't use. So you can either select 2 pre-fight abilities and get 0 armor ups, you can select 1 ability and get 1 armor up, or select nothing and have 2. Which isn't bad, because of course that increases her durability, but then once she gets below a certain health threshold, she gets regeneration based on how many of those armor ups she has. So it's a bit of a trade-off. You know, if you want her to be more of an offensive champ with, you know, a bit of diversity and viability, you can select the pre-fight abilities. Or if you want her to be more defensive and heal, then you would select neither. So it really just depends. Story time. Hey, we need more people to talk to. I'm a person you can talk to. Oh hey, you're slightly Russian related, let's talk to you. The end. So this is not an optimal setup just because Captain Sparkles just crits all the time, so Sinister should be able to regenerate a bulk of the crit damage that I'm doing, but because Captain Marvel is ridiculous, she was able to override that. I'm the villain of your movie. Oh no, the villain of my movie. I'm here to be a Stonewall. Oh no! We'll just have to punch you in the face. So basically don't launch power, or don't launch specials, and you get a fatigue by staying close to him. So let's have some fun with Elsa first. Congrats, AC. That's always cool. I forget, is this the, I didn't look actually, is this the boss of this map, or is this the mini boss of the map? Either way, goes down pretty quick all the same. Nope, mini boss. It's an interesting mini boss. I'm here because of reasons. I don't really have any Russian ties, and I'm here because I'm red, just like Red Guardian. Are you looking for red people? No? No, not quite. I mean, even though I have red hair, I don't really want to join your red army. But thanks, though. So, huge attack and power gain for each debuff. Increased chance to gain poison. But Elsa is triply well suited for this fight, seeing as how he's XL, seeing as how he's Science, and he's the last node on the quest. So I'm gonna just try my luck here and just power through it and then see what happens. And that worked out pretty good. Overall, I don't think Elsa's a great suit for that fight, just because she throws down a huge amount of debuffs, and that increases his attack and power gain. So, for those of you watching, either now or in the future, probably not Elsa for that one. Oh hey, you're red too, just like me. We found the correct red guy. You are here because there's a movie out. Oh, cool. I like movies. We still have to go ahead and punch people in the face, though, so come along on some merry adventures. Biohazard? I love Biohazard. Oh, I didn't even look if there was another Drax here someplace. I may end up just doing a duel later on. Keep it simple, keep it pretty straightforward. But we got Biohazard, so Ghost is more than well suited. Give her a little bit extra oomph. Like 13k oomph. Yeah, no, I figured he's in the first quest. I didn't know if they were going to reuse him in subsequent quests, like they do some of the other champs. Because even though I'm going to go back and, you know, 100% this at some point, I'm probably not going to do it today. Or if I do, I'm just going to go into like normal difficulty or something quick. And just auto fight everything. That got me some grinding to do still. Story time. And And that's everything that's happened in the game so far. Well, you and me both are protagonists and possibly heroes, so we had to introduce mind control to turn us into villains and give us a reason to fight each other. Oh, I wonder if that's going to factor into the story at all. But meanwhile, there's just more nameless, faceless people that just punch. Alright, AC, have a good one, man. He's telling me to piss off. That's not nice. That's rude. That's what you get. So I gotta say, I'm kind of bummed out a little bit that the whatchamacallit, that intel is only something you can do once a day. Like, I get, you know, stretching over the events over the course of an entire month, but I don't know. It would have been kind of nice just to have that made available to blitz for people who want to just blitz and have the whole thing done from the get-go. As opposed to it being like a slightly different variation of the login calendar, basically. But, you know, so it goes. So it goes. Got another Mysterio here to fight. Blah, 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 we're all in this together. Hey, it's the dude at the end of the map. Let's all gang up on him. Now, I always mix up, and it's my own fault, I just mix up Mysterio and Warlock's abilities. So I always figure that Mysterio can mitigate crit damage like Warlock can, but he can't, fortunately. Hey, you're the bad guy at the end of the map. We need you to transition us from this map to the next map. Oh, I guess that's okay, but you know, we gotta fight, so we can't give you the reason for the mind control machine just yet. So I'll just be here just for the sake of being here. So he's unblockable special 1, which is annoying. You gotta burn power, corresponding resistance buffs. It'd be good for Ronin, or basically any nullified champ. And aspect of evolution is always fun too. So I did not build up Cat Marvel. Lovely. So let's go in with Elsa and see what we can do. I don't think that's going to push him over to a special 2. That is. Just add a couple extra debuffs to the kit right there, and bye-bye Punisher. I am going to look at something real quick. We were talking about it on the live stream last night, how there's usually a 2-star character to unlock here. 2-star Black Widow. I'm pretty sure I've got 2-star Black Widow. Because sometimes the 2-star is an exclusive variant and sometimes it's not. So it looks like this time it is not. Ah well. It's always nice just to get a freebie. Alright, so what do we got? Now that we've finished the last mini-boss, let's move the story along. I know you and me aren't friends, but let's be friends. Cool. Now that we're all friends, let's go through this map. There's Drax. So that's the second path. And the second path on this one does what? Huge special attack. So it's probably a ghost to build up power faster. Yeah, let's just do this. See what happens. Make the most of it. And then nail that Drax later on too for the intel, assumably. And see what that does afterwards. Beautiful. I haven't done any of the gameplay videos, but I don't know if anyone else has who has a rank 3 ghost. But with that buff, the power shield, with Ghost, with suicides, like the damage that she can get is just so disgusting. Actually, I'm going to see if I can build up to a special 2 and just have a little bit of fun just to see what the first number is. Well, I mean, preferably if I don't get slapped in the face. There's that. Tap you, and come on. 91k. Not shabby. Not shabby. That is such scrub gameplay, though. I'll get good one of these days. I may actually want to build up my Captain Marvel. Kingpin might be, depending on what nodes he has, might be a pain in the tuchus. Well, I think of it, I should probably check the nodes before I get too far into the map, just in case he has something that I'm completely ill-suited for. Wouldn't be a bad idea. So a couple more parries here. Couple more parries here. Come on. That works. Come on, one more. Thank you. There we go. Now she's all ramped up just in case Kingpin winds up being extra annoying. We haven't had a story interjection for a while. That's odd. But here we go. I'm sure this ties into the movie somehow. No one's got time for romance. Doesn't she have romance synergies? Or the OG one at least? Oh hey, Taskmaster again. Because, just because. What do you do this time? Switching up that. Weakness, don't use the same special attack twice. And constant evasion. So that is right up Elsa Bloodstone's alley. So the third time here should be a evade, right? There's the evade. Cool, let's try that again. Oh. Actually, that might be annoying. With the constant evade. He's got the dumbest hitboxes. That shield attack always does throw me for a loop, because I always assume that the hit is when the shield comes down at the end, as opposed to like halfway through its animation arc. Oh hey, you're the boss of this map. I am the boss of this map. Hey, get me to the MacGuffin thing that I need. No, I don't want to get you the MacGuffin thing that you need. In fact, I'm going to be the boss of the map. Which means you're going to need to fight me at the end. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. You caught me monologuing. And that is an accurate rendition of the dialogue, right there. Too long, didn't read. Cliff Notes version. I think the only story in recent memory that actually had any bearing on the overall story was the Reed Richards one, right? Where they kind of discovered that the realm of champions is a thing. Otherwise, it's kind of like, you know, hey, we got to fill out a monthly quest here. So let's just pit these characters that we haven't seen for a while against these characters that we see all the time and have at it. Like, how many times have we seen different Cabal storylines? Well, that did nothing. But that works. I will definitely take that. That works. So I think Kingpin here is the end of the second chapter, right? She's still built up. Excellent. Which means that we are already 60% of the way done. Which isn't bad at all. If that's the case, then I'm going to back out and then check out and see who the bosses are going to be for the next couple. I'm assuming it's White Widow for one and Guardian for the other. And if that's the case, then I'm going to be bringing in a couple different champs just to try out different things. Oh, yep, there we go. Neat. Neat. That's all done. Very nice. Hey, you're the bad guy. Stop being a bad guy. I am the bad guy. Hey, you need to advance the story right now. I guess I'll have to. But you have to fight me first. I'm having too much fun with that. Alright, so he shrugs off debuffs, but he's Kingpin, so he's basically debuff immune. Don't get hit by special attacks. And then Counter-Strike. So that's not bad. Wow, that is not shrugging stuff off 80% faster. Alright, since you're overpowered already, I need to bait out the special one here. That. Keep punching the dude. Just keep punching the dude. Just keep punching the dude. Crime and punishment. Okay. Then I'm going to back out. Cheers. See who's next. Yep. Okay, so for White Widow, I think Doom is going to be the simplest solution just because he's shock immune. But then you also have to worry about the evasion. I'm going to bring Beardo, and then he needs... Actually, he doesn't need. Because Beardo by himself gets the ability to shrug stuff off when he's paired with a skill champ, so that might be useful. Quake is going to probably be a solid option too, but Thing, maybe, for the shock. You have class at disadvantage though. Not a whole lot of champs that are completely shock immune. But while I think of it, speaking of shock immune, Storm could be fun. And then they have a solid Nebula. Is Guillotine shock immune? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see where Nebula is. Hey, PP. How you doing, bud? I am doing quite well. Been blitzing through the content here, and it's I don't know. It's been fun, but nothing really new, which is kind of a shame. Man, I'm the villain of your movie. I just got my butt kicked. I need the thing that I've been chasing. I don't have the thing you've been chasing. You don't have the thing that we've been chasing? Uh-oh. I sense a twist coming. Oh, a couple pots that away. What do you do? Let's do this. Any tough bosses so far? No. No, there's a Punisher 99 with an unblockable special 1, which is kind of annoying. And then just a tanky Kingpin. But the first couple bosses weren't hard. We'll see how it is. We got White Widow and Guardian here coming up for the next couple of maps. White Widow first. So we'll see how she winds up playing. Just with her kit and then with whatever extra nodes they throw on top of that. But otherwise, there's I think the most annoying one maybe is Taskmaster as mini bosses. Yeah, so like if you've got any of the so-called god tier champs, or like a killer mutant or ghost, really, you're gonna be set. Just watch the shield. Duly noted. I would, yeah, but I mean, think Taskmaster is probably the hardest so far, just because he shrugs off debuffs anyway, and then you can't repeat the same action twice, because otherwise you get a fatigue and then he evades. Also, pro tip to everybody, you cannot quake a Taskmaster. Learned that the hard way. Don't recommend it. So, but I mean, you can still work around that too if your intercept game is on point, and if you just need to remember to switch up your combos, medium, light, medium, or something like that. Get you another cold snap because that first one was about ready to expire. Oh, if you can heavy counter a special, then he's just going to be broken. Yeah, and that's kind of where I think a lot of the Uncollected event is nowadays. It's just because they refuse to make a more challenging difficulty that if because it's fun. It's just that I think a lot of people are OP for it now. So in order to get back to, for some people, that challenge, you gotta kind of limit yourself. Oh yeah, Elsa's beautiful. Beautiful. She just melts people too. I was thinking that she might be useful for Guardian to shrug off some of the debuffs he throws, but we'll have to wind up seeing, because if the pace of the fight is quicker than she's able to shrug stuff off, then that won't really do a whole lot of good. I'm thinking that Civil War Black Panther might not be a bad idea either. Provided you can keep his armors up. But we'll see. Oh no! Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Wahaha, I was the protagonist, but now I am the villain. Oh no, we're gonna have to fight our friend. It's the only way. Yeah. And then I was saying earlier too, sometimes depending on who the 2-star or the 3-star character is that you can get for free for easy and medium, it might be worth doing a run through for that if it's an exclusive champ. But it's a Black Widow this month, and I'm pretty sure Black Widow is already available as a 2-star. 99% sure. Alright, so let's lay on some of those incinerates. And there's that. Oh yeah, with the bleed boost, that can be a lot of fun. Alright, so here we go, White Widow. Oh no! How does she stop being bad? We have to punch her in the face. Don't punch me in the face. Alright, so White Widow. Nice! You know, afterwards, once you get through Guardian next quest, I might open a couple myself just for kicks. Okay, so she's got physical resistance, so she's susceptible to energy, so anybody energy related would probably be solid. She does more shock damage. So I can't inflict her with debuffs. Or no, each time I'm inflicted with a debuff, she gets a fury. She's aggressive, which is good. And then throws Disorients up. Okay, so kind of look at her kit here quick. So she deals energy damage, so don't bring like Electros or Quarks. I would be very interested to see either the deep dive that Dave did for the Widow's Insight or to actually get her in hand. Because they were saying that she has a unique playstyle to build up the Widow's Insight. So I'm wondering if you play her like Quake, back yourself up against a wall and just like have a crazy dex game, if you can just get those up really quick. So she's got huge shock. Where is the evasion? There we go. Counterattack, evade. So each time she misses, she gets a passive evade. So does a miss mean a dex, or does miss mean like ghost? So it's kind of like an Elsa thing when she evades. And then she inflicts sabotage. So then that's kind of like a domino-esque ability. Okay, so then, yeah, Elsa might not be too bad for it, but let's try out a couple interesting things first. Let's see what Storm does. You know, I've never been able to get Black Panther Civil War to do to really build up the damage with that reflect damage. I think that's kind of been my biggest holdup on using him. And it's also just because I haven't played him in a long time. Well, okay, let's not get punched in the face. So you can just parry like normal. I shouldn't do that, I'm running suicides. That's a bad idea. I've got the prowess thanks to Beardo. Oh, that's a quick dash. So she does huge shock damage, but she isn't immune to shock. So that's interesting. It's a lot of chip damage. It's not a great nebula, but it's a lot of chip damage. Ouch. Well, that didn't work out. Alright, alright. Let's see what Beardo can do with class at disadvantage. So I'm not able to shrug off the bleed from the beginning. That attack just keeps on going, doesn't it? But shrugging off that shock immediately is a nice plus. So that's kind of confirms Beardo's at least a halfway viable counter, provided he's got a skill champ on the roster too. I'm trying to bait out this special here. Oh, that was a heavy attack. She doesn't have that White Widow. Let me get the little robot thing. Doesn't have the. Okay, now she's got the insight. So because she was parried, she wasn't evading. Okay, now she's got the insight. Super dashy. That's interesting. Yeah, thing with his, just because he's straight up shock immune. Yeah. Should be a cakewalk for Doom. I say it should be a cakewalk for Doom, and watch, I'm gonna get completely wrecked just because I'm not used to the specials yet. But I kind of want to see how the evasion thing works. I always gotta watch out for that little robot. There we go. Okay, so she dexed back. So I gotta chase her while she's dexing back in order to trigger it. And then disorient. Should be enough to just push her over. Okay, so that's interesting. That could be a lot of fun, potentially, to give a skill champ a domino-esque ability. Especially if they have a lot of potential triggers. But yeah, I mean, if you bring a shock immune or shock resistant or someone who can shrug off debuffs, that seems to be a lot of her bite. It'll be interesting too because I think her Widow Insight seems to be a really useful offensive ability, but I don't, like a lot of champs, I don't think there's a whole lot of defensive potential for that. Like, you gotta be aware that it's something that they can do, but like the bots I don't think are smart enough to play it effectively. But that'll be interesting to try that out, having one in hand, to see if you can effectively quake it to build up a bunch of charges and then just go to town with specials. Okay, so we've got Guardian coming up, so I want Elsa. Who else would be fun to try? I don't think my Black Panther is... No, he's only 4,000. He's going to get decimated. Who else would be fun? I want to try Beardo again, actually, to shrug off any potential triggers. The stun. He inflicts slow the same time that he... So like his shield breaks, he inflicts slow, so I don't think you can Mordo your way out of it. Who else would be fun? Let's just look at the skill roster here. Kingpin maybe? Yeah, like, I mean, there's a lot of options, I think, to just make easy work of him. I want to try Ronan, too. Because, well, no, because Ronan's evade is going to be nixed by the slow ability, so that won't really do anything. Even though you can... Well, no, let's bring Ronan in anyway, just to see how it works to shrug off debuffs. And then for the last spot, then just a Heimdall because I'm going to get punched in the face a lot. So, there we go. Yeah, would Crossbones be able to shrug off slow, though? Probably, right? It's not a bad idea either. For, actually, yeah, we're just starting out. Switch out, Heimdall for Crossbones. There we go. And where's... Cool. There we go. Skill squad. Thank you for punching me in the face and saving my life. You're welcome. Okay, now we need to finish getting the MacGuffin that we started off trying to find. I forgot even that there was such a thing. Is there any freebies here on any of the paths? There's a pot. Another pot. No revives though this entire time. That's kind of a bummer. So let's just see what some of the path bits are. So, Matador. Spite, that's going to be a fun Quake path. That'll be good for Namor. You're just a vanilla path. And glance. Well, let's just take the glance path. Why not? See what happens. And then again, just take Elsa through the entire path. Cheers. Okay, so you got 4 multipliers on you. Probably don't even need to throw a special. Again, just medium attack you and let the debuffs do the work. Save me from some recoil damage. Ooh, story time. Alright, now we need to blow up the MacGuffin so it can't be the MacGuffin anymore. Wait a minute, what if we can turn the MacGuffin against the enemy? I don't know. Seems a little bit late in the story to be taking a tangent like that. Riveting. Riveting storytelling. So just 3 multipliers should be more than enough. There we go. So we're getting through it. I think when it's all said and done, we're going to be coming in probably about hour 10 for a casual speed playthrough. Not awful. Not awful at all. I'm looking forward to, like, I'm having fun with the grind, but I'm also looking forward to taking suicides off again. Just to be able to play around a little bit more with Elsa. I mean, I'm going to be playing around with her a whole lot. She's my favorite champ in the game, but suicides are not her friend. Which is a real shame because most of Elsa's kit is based around her throwing specials. Ideally. Still useful otherwise, but you get the most fun out of throwing specials. I'm really glad that when they do have these glancing nodes, that they don't put the reflect damage on top of it. Like, it's one thing to just glance your attack, but then to have all the damage dealt by glanced attacks dealt back at you, that's kind of a little extra annoying. That was pretty close. I thought I was going to push her over and just barely miss out because of glancing. No matter. Story time. Wait, it's late in the story. Why are we changing the plot? Because we're covertly Russian and because reasons. I don't know. Why don't we take the town and move it over there? I'm saying we take the MacGuffin and we do stuff with it to make sure that our enslavement ends. But I'm an idealist. But that's not the way the world works. My house is gonna be looking pretty worse for wear by the time we get to Guardian. Oh well. We'll manage. We got options. Plenty of options. Engine, just because we've been using Elsa this entire time, may as well just keep rolling with her. She's been working out pretty decent okay so far. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Her ability to lay down, ouch, multipliers isn't affected by class relationships. It was just bad luck the first couple of times, I guess. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so here we go. Coming up on the final boss of the final path of the final map. Let's go see what Sheriff Hopper can do. But if we do what Guardian is saying, there isn't going to be a contest anymore, and then the game's over. Oh, quick question. Got a 6-star Sentinel, rank 1, a 5-star duped Captain Sparkles at rank 4, and a 5-star duped Killmonger at rank 4. With a 5-star Iceman. Who should be upgraded? I'm gonna say it kind of just depends on the content you still have left to do. Like if you got some of Act 6 to go through, then, or if Act 6 is on your radar, probably, I think Sentinel probably, just because he's one of the most solid tech options that you could rank up, and he's a 6-star, so you've got that long-term staying power. But 5-star Captain Sparkles is pretty solid too, provided you've got the Nick Fury to throw up on the team for synergy. She's a really solid questing champ. Killmonger at rank 4, Iceman at rank 4. Those guys are probably good staying at rank 4 for a while. They're good, they're useful, but at this point in the game, they're kind of, I don't want to say they're niche, but they're really useful in certain situations and not super useful in others. So if you've got the extra tier 5 basic to spare, then probably Sentinel, but Captain Sparkles otherwise. And good luck. Alright, so here we go, Red Guardian. Let's see what he does. So when I'm suffering from a debuff, he gets Fury. He is immune to debuffs because of Mighty Charge. Watch the shield fracture. And then just basically heavy the guy. So yeah, Archangel would be amazing for that. Alright, so let's test out a couple randoms first. See Crossbones and how he can shrug stuff off. If you got the 5-star ghost at rank 3, just keep taking her up. Let's get some Furies. Oh, unstoppable. That was kind of lame. Yeah, Ghost should go rank 4 for sure. Rank 5 otherwise. She's arguably the best champ in the game. So his heavy is super slow. Which is nice. Let's see what your special one looks like. Parry that. It's not bad. Bait out a special one. I want to see if I can heavy intercept a special one. Come on. Come on. Thank you. I can I can kingpin heavy through it. I guess that works. Do that, and then that's my dying move. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for the subscription. We can go with Beardo first, just because I want to see how effective he still is shrugging off debuffs. Cheers. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, definitely watching the shield. It'd be really cool if they actually changed the graphic on the shield to show it fracturing. Okay, so... Actually, I want to try that. I don't think I've ever tried that. To try and... Well, preferably just need to not die. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Beardo is such an OP person for this guy then. Let's see what your special 2 looks like. That's it. Come on. Alright, well, let's parry you a couple times, get the kinetic shield back up. Well, that's interesting. So I still can't intercept him, even though I've got the kinetic shield. He goes unstoppable. That's interesting. Alright, so this should about do it. It's enough playtime for right now. Alright, so that's interesting. That's interesting. So if you've got a heavy attack that can cover a bit of distance, you can heavy intercept his special 1, and his heavy attack is super easy to intercept as well. So that's interesting. But there we go, that is a quick initial completion. Got another tier 2 alpha, excellent. That'll come in handy later on. Let's see what the offer is. Okay, so for a whole Odin, you can get a 1/10 of a 6-star, you can get a 20% chance, 2 20% chances at a 5-star, and half of a 5-star crystal. That is garbage. Do not recommend. Let's pop these open real quick. Just gonna rapid pop them. That's a pretty good spread. 5 out of the 6, that's not bad. And then let's see what else we got. Not sure where I picked that one up. Oh, from the Intel. Okay, so I've got 1 junior. Let's go get a senior. And then just end the stream with the 2-star opening. That one, this one. Guarantees a 2-star champion. We've come to this point. We are vying for 2 stars. And then we'll open one of those Gilly crystals too. So let's start off with opening a couple garbage premiums, get some of the bad luck out of the way. Yep. So for, nope, don't want to do any of that. So what I'm hoping for out of here is any of the new exclusive 2 stars. And it looks like there's a couple. The 5 stars I am saving up for future feature crystals. And since I've got most of the features from this round, I'm probably going to be saving up for the next batch. So those are going to sit for a while. And unfortunately, I don't have enough 6-star shards to open up a new 6-star. So Spider Miles, I don't think he's in a regular pool, but had him already. So that was the junior. Here's the senior, which is a different batch, or just more potential exclusives. I'm gonna guess it's that one, more potential exclusives. The 2-star Elsa would be nice. And the 2-star Surfer. So here we go. Senior Crystal, number 1 is a Sunspot though. That one's, it's a new champ. I will take that. That is most excellent. Sweet. OG Daredevil, if that's a new champ, then that's a good pull. And here we go. 1 Soul Splitter. Just for kicks. What do you guys think? As I'm getting this loaded up, which 3-star do you think it's going to be? It's a game I like to play. Going into it knowing that I'm going to pull a 3-star, it's fun to guess which 3-star I'm going to wind up pulling. So I'm going to guess out of this, I'm going to wind up getting a 3-star Drax. That's my guess. So let's see how accurate that is. Cheers. Oh yeah, there is a lot of Elsa stuff coming down the pipes. And tap that. So today is a 3-star. Close. Oh well. Figured as much. Alright guys, that is going to do me for today. That was a pretty decent grind there for last hour 15 to get through an initial completion of Uncollected difficulty. Overall, the first 4 bosses weren't too terribly difficult. I think Taskmaster was the most potentially challenging. Just in the fact that you have to mix up your light and mediums, you get fatigues, and he evades, so that's kind of annoying. But otherwise, the bosses themselves weren't too bad. White Widow doesn't seem like she's going to be too much of an issue either, because I think the most annoying thing about that fight are just local nodes, making her more aggressive. But if you bring a shock immune champ or shock resistant champ, or Beardo, really, with a skill champ, you're not going to have too hard of a time. Same with Red Guardian. He's really easy to heavy intercept for his special 1 and his heavy attacks. And again, if you can shrug off his debuffs, you're going to have a good time. So any champs that can do that, Elsa's pretty solid. I think Captain America Infinity War, with a skill champ on the roster, is the overall MVP of this month. Just because you can shrug off the stuns, you can shrug off the fatigues, you can shrug off the shocks, and just, punch them in the face like normal. But yeah, overall, not bad. Not bad. Thanks for watching, guys. For those of you who are watching live, I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out for the last hour and change. It's been fun getting to play and gab with you guys. That's always fun, too. If you're watching sometime in the future, Thanks for sticking with me for this long instead of skipping ahead. Or if you did, I won't judge you. Either way, if I could get you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, it's a new channel, so each and every bit of that helps me out immensely. I'm looking to make a push here to join the content creator program, and to do that, I need to meet a minimum number of subscribers. So really, when I say each and every bit helps, it's totally serious. It really does. And I very much appreciate it. But until next time, guys, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everybody. Bye for now.